Hi, and welcome to this After Effects tutorial covering the basic lightsaber. Now, this is a simplistic form of the actual tutorials you'll find online. This just shows you, not step by step, but this shows you a basis. So what you're going to want to do first, let's get started. Get your footage, import it. Go to the file, import, or whatever, drag it in, and get it into your project list. And next, we want to click, drag, hold it, and go to this Create Composition. Okay, and we want to drop it on that. So then it shows you, in frame right here. Okay, once you do that, some people want to edit their footage to where they want the lightsaber to show up. For me, I'd say I put it probably somewhere right along there, because I'm getting ready to turn it on. And so let's just go ahead and we'll hold Alt left bracket. Make sure again that your footage is actually selected. Like me, I'm dumb. Okay, and then we'll move it to the starting part. Okay, now that that's set, we have pretty much everything in order. All we want to do now is create a new layer, a solid, and we're going to make it white. And we're going to make comp size right here. Click this button. Make sure this button is clicked. Leave all the other settings the same, because it's all the composition settings. Click OK. And so here we go. We have a white solid. Now we basically can't see our footage, so we want to turn this little visible eye thing off. Turn it off so we can see our footage. And we want to have the white solid selected. We want to make a new mask around the blade part. To do that, we're going to go to our pen tool. We're going to press Z and zoom in pretty good distance so we can see. And then we're going to press G again, or select the pen tool. Zoom out so I can see. No, see, I messed that one up. Z, zoom in, G, to the tip here, and to the tip here. And see, this is going to be very quickly, so don't judge. And all the way down here and here. Okay, now I'm going to actually edit this real quick just to make sure this works. Let me put that in there, about right there. And I know at the top I kind of made that really bad. Yeah, see how bad that one is. Okay, let's drag that and drag that one. Okay, that's pretty good. Now this obviously is a square rectangle box, or not a square rectangle, but a rectangle box, which you can round off later if you want to. Check other tutorials on doing that, because I'm not going to show you that in this one. Now, what you want to do, once you have done this, make sure it's still lined up on where your footage is. I think mine was right here. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. Now you want to turn your your little visible eye on again for your white solid layer, and now you see obviously this white glow on where your blade was before. Now, keyframing is the next step for this to align on every single frame. This will probably be somewhere around 200, 300 frames for a 10-second clip. Something like that, maybe a little bit less, but I'll tell you, it gets tiring. I respect everyone that rotoscopes and all that. So with your white solid layer, you're going to press MM to get the mask and the mask path. Click the little stopwatch, and from there you'll set a keyframe right here. You see this little yellow thing? Alright, now that's the keyframe. Now press page down to go to the next frame. And then simply just make sure your V selection tool is selected, and you can either move it up and rotate it, or move it up and resize it, like this. And I'm sad to say you're gonna have to do that for every single frame. Zoom in to make sure you have it right, because from a distance it'll look right, and you realize it's pretty off in the outcome. So when you're trying to render the actual video file and stuff, so just make sure you've got that done. And just do that for every frame that you see. Now, that's obviously going to take a while. I think about 200 frames will take maybe an hour or so, maybe a little bit more than that, unless you're really good at it. Okay, once you do that, let's just focus on getting the glow of the blade now. So we're going to want to copy this footage that we edited because we took out some of the time. So copy it, Control C, and then delete it from this footage. First, make a new layer real quick so we can see this. Make it a solid and make it the reversed alpha. We're going to make it black. Now, making it black, and then we're going to put it at the bottom here so we can see the white layer. Once we see the white layer, we actually see the lightsaber. Okay, and after we do that, we're going to make another composition. So it's going to be two compositions of the same media file, so it has the same actual settings. So there's our new composition. Only we want to take this footage out real quick and put this footage in. And we want to go to this composition and play it so that it's set up right there. So we have that right in there. Yep. Right in there. Okay, alright. If you don't know, the green bar is the render bar, so you know the Q bar. So we're going to go back to this composition, and now that we see this, we want to make the glow. So turn this in, go to this, the white solid layer, and press Control D. How many ever times you want, really? I'm just going to press it about 4 times now. And what you are going to want to do after that is go to the first one and press MM again, except now we're not going to focus on the mask path because those technically should be set before we do any of this. But I recommend that for personal experience. Set the first one to either 1 or 5 or something really, you know, a small integer, and then go to the second white solid that you made and press MM, and go to the feather and press either 10 or 15. I'm going to do 15 because I'm going to pretty much double mine the entire time. So go to your third one, and it's kind of a repetitive process for a little bit. I'm going to make this one 30. So you see you're starting to get the glow, if you can tell. See the glow? Don't double click any of these solids because it'll kind of mess up sometimes. Make sure you double press M pretty quickly. And then I'm going to make this one 60. Now I figured that that's a pretty decent glow. You don't need anything after that, but some people, like to add a next one, making it, even better. So whatever. I mean, do whatever makes you happy. All right. Once you have this is your composition, and this is your 4.7, or for me it is the 4.75 composition. For you, it'll be whatever your video file name is. Sorry about the mic. Okay. Now we're going to go to our new video composition, and we're going to make sure that this composition, now that it's done, we're going to put it on top of our actual footage. And we're going to go to the mode, and we're going to select screen. Okay. And now you're going to see we're going to line it up where it needs to go, and we're going to put it right about there. So you see right at the starting point, that's where it's going to be, and you're going to see it kind of goes off after you start playing it, of course, because I didn't rotoscope everything. I didn't line it all up. But you see the basis, you want to line it all up across your blade. Now that's what the glow is going to look like on everything. So let me show you a finished version, kind of finished, of it. I'm not going to save that, so no going back, right? Call it Saber, and this is pretty much an original. It's not long at all, but it's a short little clip to show you. This is the start of it. This is what I started out with, and this is pretty much your final product. It doesn't look like it sticks very well. I'm gonna have to fix some of that, but in the video I rendered, it did stick pretty well. But in there, you'll see at the very top in here. Let me show you. So you see very well to make sure that this is very important. I did not round off my edges either, which you need to do. It'll look so much more professional if you do it. And make sure you don't screw up like I did. You need to put the actual lines across your blade. Alright, that is pretty much how you make a basic lightsaber. Message me if you have any problems with the tutorial, and I will add coloring and all that later. But as far as that, we are done, and thanks for watching.